Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. I would like to welcome you to another fantastic match in our winter tournament, Winter Robot Wars Chaos X-Wing. I, of course, am your commentator, Oslodo. I am joined in the booth by Maddie. Maddie, what are you thinking? What do you
I,
like? What do you see?
I'm thinking that this is confused Maddie status because I got a hot case of vertigo. So I see uh, two things of fighter, thief, red mage, and black mage, which sounds really good considering the blessings we got here. Which I mean, it's all just blessings, right? I mean, it's a winter tournament. So that's it. That fighter's got hurt undead plus 20 strength. It's gonna work for Lich and Lich 2, which is pretty good, and that 20 strength is just gonna be good overall. That thief's got resist SL, which I believe is I don't even remember. Vertigo Maddie can't figure that.
Status and lightning.
Well, and in addition to 800 gold start, which is going to be really good for getting some extra spells. That red mage is going to be very useful with that warp, because warp has always proven to be a very valuable tool in these settings. In addition to hurt dragon, which means we got a potential for a little bit of an extra hurdy time. And then, last but not least, that black mage has clean magic, which means a little bit of life, a little bit of oh, what are the other ones that show up in there? I think lamp can show up in there, but basically
pure lamp can. Yep, both pure and lamp.
Yeah, and then some equipped gauntlet and helmet, so they can actually have some defense. And looking at Krelen's team, double red mage, because double the warp, double the good times, and just just roll the dice. They'll definitely be able to learn all of the good spells.
Well, it's not even just about the spell casting. Remember, the Vorpal is incentivized, and a Vorpal can be used by a red wizard. So if it rolls up, and you find a katana and a nice X-Cal, hey, that red mage now can swing for the fences.
This is true. You can also grab that Warmack chest if you really need an extra.
Yes, for those who haven't tuned into any of our winter tournaments so far, be aware, we have one trap chest, one Xbox as they call it. Inside the Xbox is our old buddy Warmack. You fight him, you get a Masa. You lose, well, you lose.
I mean, you lose. What do you really lose? You did it for the memes, and that's all that matters, right?
Well, not necessarily. You could also do it to find out what the Fiends in Topher don't have, because remember, Warmack shares a script with both Chaos and all 4 of the Fiends in the Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Also very true. Never hurts. If he pops a nuclear, you're like, yay, I don't have to deal with this later when it matters.
You really hate to see it when Chaos comes out and decides he doesn't want to play anymore. He wants to go to the future. He wants to go back in time. He doesn't want to play, but he will throw microwaves at you for the rest of the evening.
Very true. We also got Odraun using the specialty sprites for this thing. Just a fun little fact. Every time we have these themed tournaments, there is always a specialty sprite set made by our lovely administrator Darkmoon, and this one is Gundam pilots to go with our Chaos X theme for Winter Robot Wars. Again, my apologies.
He also made the background as well, I believe.
He did. He does wonderful work, and I cannot thank that enough. If we're gonna be here on a technical BK stream, darn, my mouth is as well as my sense of balance right now.
Not to worry, we'll make sure that everyone out there still has a great time, and you as well.
Oh yes.
So right now, we're just our runner should be getting real close to setting off.
Yep.
I should inform everyone watching that there are no special flags attached to this. This is just a regular winter tournament seed, 28 shard count to get into Topher. There was no gentleman's agreement in the race room, so whatever happens will happen.
Per the words of an old StarCraft fella, take it slow, set the course.
That's it. This tournament has certainly made for some interesting runs. We've seen a lot of people going to Dwarves early. We've seen the early Earth Dive. A lot of big fans of the early Earth Dive. Some runners are fading Marsh. I find that to be a very interesting strategy.
I mean, they're also fading ordeals and marsh, so or
Oh.
not marsh, but waterfall. So like, this is just the setting flags of the of the fade. If it ain't worth the time with like 6+ chests, you just leave. It's not worth it.
Oh, I cannot think of any seed that I have run in this tournament so far, except for maybe one of the qualifiers where I actually went to ordeals. Because it is a high risk play, but there is a chance there is something there. It hasn't happened in anything I've calmed, but it is possible.
This is like, how many chests are in the entirety of the game? You got like what?
Oh,
100? And
Oh,
our
and
runners are off.
We are off. So here we go. Our first look at what we got in White Magic.
Ooh, life 2
Oh.
off the hop. I kind of like that.
And Wall. And we got Fire 3. That's a great sweeper. And Saber at a low level is good too. And I will say, do not sleep on Xfer. It has come in handy, at least in some of my runs, several times.
Oh, yeah.
Not great on the weaponry front. The hand axe +4, not bad.
Of course. I mean, who needs weapons? We got sweepers. We got Fire 3. That's all you need in life.
Exactly. Odraun, beelining it right for the Temple of Fiends. Gonna pop a safety save, and let's take a little peek inside.
Oh, yes.
So the first chest, da-da-da. Oh, look.
Ooh, early bridge. You love to see that.
Indeed.
Means you save that long dwarf's walk for 2 checks. I mean, Matoya on her own is 3, plus you get to go to Bicky.
Absolutely. As for chat, shh, we don't talk about the fact that I'm doing 2 things at once.
Yeah, don't question it.
Ooh,
And
and
a
a canal. And a
And a
free
shard. Literally nothing but money, cash money on this left side Topher.
Gotta love it, gotta love it.
I was gonna say, doing the warp. I was gonna say, I mean, with double red mage,
You
yeah,
can afford the charges.
it's very true. Krelen. I'm gonna get this name down over the course of it. Vertigo's not gonna make it easy, but
And King has given us a nice piece of adamant, and the princess says, I will give you this 2,000-year-old shard.
I was gonna say, nothing quite like a whole lot of nothing but incentive stuff.
And the other thing, especially about these flags, is normally key items are going to get you all of your extra experience, and in this one, it's shards that do it.
It'd be very true.
Shards are actually very useful.
Mhm.
So, I'm going to check the item shop. Ooh, 4,700 houses. The market's not so good.
Cheap heal potions, though.
Good. You do like to see cheap heal potions. So,
Oh, yeah.
both of our runners. Is Krelen is going to take the other option that our runners have been doing and go check out the 2 chests and dwarves, while Odraun heading up to see old Matoya. I hope she didn't store the crystal in one of her boxes.
This is true. I mean, you know, it never hurts, makes it a little bit easier, but getting that adamant and a good piece of gear, considering they've picked up nothing but, you know, excellent key items. Oh, hey, she did have the crystal in her box.
Come on.
And Ruby's over there in dwarves. Now, granted,
Krelen...
it looks like Krelen's gone for the reset, so they don't need that ruby immediately, so not a terrible play, and they're going to be picking up this key very shortly.
Did Odraun turn in that crystal?
Good question, Mega Man.
Well, we'll see if Krelen does. He's got his crystal. He's got his key. It is the best sword, a Vorpal +4.
I was gonna say, I'll
Wonderful.
give everyone a dead for the people who don't like the Vorpal +4. Y'all get a treat.
I love the Vorpal. The Vorpal does work.
I do like the Vorpal as well, especially on a double red mage party. That is just super useful to have.
Absolutely, and especially if you find like a base katana, a Vorpal +4 will out crit that base katana until it starts doing Vorpal things. Even I admit it does Vorpal things. Odraun, meanwhile, has beat the crap out of Bicky, and he finds the rod. Is the seed directing us?
I was gonna say, don't trust Bicky pulling out his rod.
Really shouldn't. You really shouldn't. But, so, now we're left with... A bit of a conundrum. What do you do?
Mhm. I mean, they don't have ship yet, so they can't beeline that Earth with the rod, which is something that I would consider just because of all the shards in there, extra experience, all the other jazz.
Absolutely.
And with Fire 3, he's gonna go down like a piece of paper.
Absolutely. And level 2 white is junk.
Yeah, I mean, but when isn't it?
Ah, there's our cake and our zap. Both things that Lich is susceptible to. You'd think with the Fiend of Earth, you wouldn't be able to feed him a piece of cake and he would go down, but nope. You can't do it.
Alright, so now they got the beeline the other way, which means that it seems Elfland is gonna have the last key to our or no, not Elfland.
Nope, it's gonna be in one of the lock chests.
I was gonna say, have we seen them checking? Oh yeah, I forgot there's lock chests.
Yep, it's gonna be either in Dwarves or Corneria or in Topher. That's where progression lies, because right now we're locked in because we have no canoe and we have no ship. So, Odraun beelining it for the old Corneria lock and immediately pops the ship. So he is free.
There's the Massa chest too.
It is, and that's a base katana, so you know what? That Vorpal gonna be doing some work.
And our slab.
And he is gonna just note where he's found that chest and leave it alone for now.
I mean, you're level 1, but with it being where it is, if they don't find decent gear that's just, they're feeling confident on Chaos, they can always come pick that back up after they've done, like, a little bit of a walking grind in Sky, generally, will get you all the levels necessary.
Odraun gonna go take a look at what he can get out of the Toth Locked. And there's our ship for Krelen, and he will certainly get his slab very soon.
Oh! He wasn't paying attention!
That's a misclick.
Did you say, oh no! I mean, I'd have waited for him to cast one spell just so you know one that's off the list, but...
I think I might have done the same thing, but I have also done the same thing and opened a box like that and be like, oh look! Ah, crud. Yep. I have done that. I don't think there's a runner out there that's not guilty of making that mistake.
I mean... Ooh, the second katana?
Yeah, they're both out there. Interesting.
I mean, no one had legendary swords, sadly, so really it's just nothing. Ooh, stony mad ponies.
That is interesting.
Danny forgot to eat her Wheaties, so we all got a little bit of a bad enemy there.
So, we're gonna go check what's out in... Looks like both our runners are gonna be holding... Well, they were almost holding hands, but they're gonna go check out what's in Dwarves. Krelen, meanwhile, picks back up his shard and his ruby.
Of course. Glue, my favorite.
Absolutely, you love to see...
Ooh, and you love tail.
You do love to see the tail. With a Vorpal +4 in hand, you do, and you go get that promotion.
I mean, not only that, but the two katanas, because they're both running thieves. Guess you don't have TNT, either of you. Stop talking to him.
But a black shirt.
Black shirt, not a terrible pickup.
So for +4, there's that 5. There's that cheap chest. But a defense +4.
I was gonna say the defense is a good pickup too.
Well, especially if you promote, because then you can put it on your fighter for the time being, or your knight. Now he's got weapons and what he needs.
Yes.
So, if you're Odraun, would definitely be... I go to promote. Well, he's gonna pop in and probably look at magic in the slab? Or is he going for Titans?
See, I would check Elfland before the promotion.
But that is an option.
See, I say, there's nothing in Elfland that's super concerning. Actually, I don't think they have a lot of money right now.
No. They got some out of the Corneria lock chests. But I would promo first, because then it's a one-stop shop for all your magic.
Very true. Tent, cabin, Oxyale.
Oxyale. Oh.
Gonna say, typical early loaded seed for these settings.
Yes. And there's your promo. So you got a Lit 3, that's not bad. Hold the power word spell, you could use that.
And we get those beautiful Gundam sprites, go.
An Odraun, a man after my own heart. He has equipped the Vorpal. on his thief, I believe, or his ninja at this point.
You say Cure 3 at 3, not terrible, as well as Harm 4. Good option for the undead, even though neither of them have a white mage for the improved arm.
That's the risk of not taking the white mage.
Yeah.
Odraun is... It's like he's making a beeline back. Probably gonna check Titans. Or he could full clear Earth. He does have the rod.
I mean, he's gonna stop check magic first and translate that slab. Or
Nope.
not?
Nope. He is booking it over to Sea Titan. It's gonna give him some glue. Which...
Glue.
Krelen, meanwhile, looks to be headed to Marsh. This is our first real big route divergence. So I'm very interested to see what pops out of both, as well as keep track of what is there. So, pop in the Titan. It tastes so weird. Yes, I'm sure it does, Titan.
It tastes
Alright,
like paste. I was gonna say, setting up the section for the warp there, so probably relying on the warp instead of the save and quit. Not a terrible plan. And it's nothing.
Some cash, but I mean, he can use the cash for spells later, but yeah, there's not a lot there to really
It's true.
write home about. I'm disappoint. And we're gonna go see Sarda and see if he has more pocket change or a staff for us.
Yes, you do.
He has a bottle today. He actually has an item for us.
Not terrible.
But not progression.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Krelen, taking a peek in some... Ooh, Flame +3, that's pretty good.
Which just means we're gonna see early Earth, or it's somewhere here in Marsh.
Could also be in Northwest Castle Locked. Has no one's checked that yet either.
True.
Or it could be a Marsh Locked, which would be a thing. Oh, we see the old FFR special, kill them all and run.
Yep.
Oh, but one and run. Meanwhile, Krelen doesn't look like he picked that much out of Marsh Attic. Still at 5 shards.
I mean...
Ooh!
Oh, dear.
Ooh, Shadow Blizzard. Shadow with Blizzard. No, I don't want that. Meanwhile, Odoran. Thing back. Let's save up. Reset out.
One of those I'd like to get off of Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Well, he just... And the thing is those shadows also appear in the Melman continent, so...
Oh.
You don't want to run into those.
Could be a rough time, to say the least.
And he doesn't know they're there yet. That's the scary thing. And I believe... I don't think they appear in Earth. I know the images appear in Earth. Another shard for Krelen.
It's a decent selection of shards here in Marsh. Not much else so far.
Not much.
I was gonna say it's making that Fade Marsh look all the better.
It's a risk, that's for sure. Going up to 6 shards, gonna pop into the old... Ooh, wizards get first strike.
Ooh.
For wizards, they don't cast much magic. Oh, there you go, Dazzle. But away we go. And all that for a pure potion.
Wizards gotta give him that razzle dazzle.
Old NBA Jam. Love it. So, what we got in Earth? Another shard. Ooh, dark. The improved dark flag. You do not want to see anything with dark.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, silver +5.
And the herb.
Okay, so Earth has at least something. I would take a pro ring, though. Definitely not say no to a pro ring.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of that death protection, despite the fact that half of the spells that basically kill you are not death. I'm filing a complaint and sending it back in time to 1987.
Well, I mean, there are, I believe, Rub is 1.
Ooh, a ribbon 5.
Wow, that is useful.
Putting
That
on the
is your that's protection right there.
pro ring and the ribbon just so that you make sure you have double that 3 in 265 chance.
It'll still break through when it feels like it, though.
Yeah.
Randomizer gonna randomize. So Odoran Still hanging out with these aspects. Oh boy!
Ooh.
It's not useful right now, but it's good to know where it is.
Oh yeah. That's gonna probably mean a decent difference if Odraun ends up fading or fading Marsh, because it's gonna be decent end game progression, assuming that the canoe is not like in late sky.
Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting to see that.
Yeah.
Because it's the thing is you and I have both seen a lot of these seeds, and I don't. There have been several of them where you don't necessarily need the floater to get anything.
Mhm.
It's nice to go to Cardia, check those chests. They're free checks. They're fast.
And they tend to have good things in them. That said, Earth loaded on money.
Well, that's good because Odoran's gonna need it for magic coming up, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Because he's gonna make one-stop shopping, that's for sure.
Seems
Meanwhile,
sitting here wondering whether Odraun takes Lich on. I'm generally the type to take Lich on whenever I'm in here, regardless of level, because he's pretty easy to roll over, especially if you got something like Fire 3 and a decent weapon, which...
he's got a Vorpal.
Yep. Vorpal, Katana, he's got both right now, as well as I think he picked up that Defense 4, so...
He did, so he's loaded.
Yeah.
Krelen, meanwhile, is out of Marsh and heading towards Northwest Castle.
Mm-hmm.
No crown, but you can check the lock boxes.
Gonna visit good old Astos.
Take a peek here. What do we got?
Shard.
A heal pot. Rune Sword's not bad, but the shard is the one thing that he's probably happier to see.
Yeah, Rune 3 not bad, especially with the increased weakness damage we have going on in these flag set.
Yeah, all elemental damage is magnified if you get the weakness.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also reached his, I believe, his 8th shard, so his XP is going to start going higher and higher.
It's getting higher and higher.
I like the reference. I do get it. But I see that Odoran has the Vorpal on the ninja. He does not have it on the fighter.
I mean, not a terrible decision. It probably, I mean, in terms of damage, it probably rolls higher than the Katana at +4 versus neutral.
It would. It most definitely would. So, got the vampire, and never mind if it was a vampire.
There was a vampire?
For a split second. Alright, so we're gonna pop open that rod plate. So Northwest Castle, a bit of a bust.
Ah, I didn't know you could do the rod from 2 squares away.
You can. You can also use the loot in pretty much any spot where those statues are. In Topher, you can use it anywhere around there.
Because if you get a house, even more money. Ooh, there's another ribbon plus life, so that's both of the floating ribbons.
But I don't necessarily know if Odoran will be back to Marsh anytime soon. Now, he might if he doesn't find something in here that points him to progression.
I mean, he kind of has to be, though, right?
No, because Oxyale was in the Elfland Treasury, so that gives Krillin an option to go there. And he just found Brack, so...
True.
Ooh, there's Exit. Better than Warp.
Exit and learnable by Red Mage.
It is.
That's always the good old dislike part on that one.
So level 7 across the board for Odoran.
That's enough for a Lich.
Absolutely. With a Vorpal and a defense sword. Good.
Until he rolls
Shard.
Nuke. Opal
plus
6. Ah, okay, now we care a little bit less.
Yeah, now we don't really care about that at all. Yeah, the wood armor. No, I think we'll take the opal. Yeah, that is good armor. I mean, dragon armor, much better, but at the same time, I ain't complaining about that.
You know, I still thought that the dragon armor was like anti-dragon armor, so Tiamat would do less damage specifically.
That sounds like something you get out of that good old classic Nintendo Power magazine that came with the strategy guide that told you such great gems as A fire protects against nuke. Yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
It do not.
Nothing protects against nuke. RNG protects you against nuke. That's about it. So we are going to go see our old buddy Lich, but these unrunnable ooze arachnid packs, they're definitely dogging Odraun. He's probably getting sick of seeing them because they're not a threat. They have nothing that we've seen, and that black shirt makes quick work of them.
Mm-hmm. That said, I think you're right that Oxyel is the major progression here. Which either has to be Canoe or Chime with a possible link to Cube.
That is true. Canoe is usually in these seeds a very...
We need a nuke, I agree.
Yeah, well, wasn't programmed. Unfortunately, well, it was not programmed in.
So I'm hearing that's the next adjustment we do to do the randomizer.
So, fight, fire 3, fire 3. So, and then that Vorpal, can't complain about that at level 7 and 183. Fence sword.
And
done.
there he goes.
That is 2.
More than enough.
Yep, and that's more shards on Odoran's side.
Very
Meanwhile, Krelen popping in to see Titan and finding out that Titan's trove, womp womp, doesn't have a lot of anything.
Da-da-da-da, wah.
You know.
That's it, gonna pick up this bottle.
I don't blame him. Will he reset out of it? Probably not. Meanwhile, let's look at level 4 magic. Ooh, Lamp and Fear, fantastic. Warp, well, you already have it, technically. Might as well get some more charges out of it. Expensive warp, but warp nevertheless.
I'm gonna say, I think he did reset out of it. Interesting choice.
Yeah, he did. Well, the thing is, he has the floater. He knows the bottle can't get him anything except an item.
True.
So if he ever wants it, he can just fly back with the airship, assuming we find it.
It's true, but I mean, with double warp, I probably would have just gone with the warp strat on there. That just feels like kind of a bit of a waste to even come back, because you can have all that overworld travel time even with the floater.
But the other thing is that Krelen is not promoted yet, so he's gonna have to come back to on-rack, and he doesn't know that there's nothing there for magic yet. Meanwhile, Odoran is gonna go and pick up his Oxyale.
Mm-hmm.
And probably turn in the herb while he's here. Gets his tent, gets his cabin, gets his Oxyale.
I was gonna say, so I wonder if he goes straight there.
Well, he'll talk to the prince first and get whatever he needs from that.
I mean, of course.
Silver +5. Krelen's gonna love seeing that.
There's that other ribbon.
There are so we know where all the ribbons are.
Yep. And the question is, does he fade Earth and miss the last ribbon?
Fade Marsh. Because Marsh has the last one. At least for Odoran it does.
I was gonna say, regular Maddie's bad at geography. Vertigo Maddie thinks everything's upside down right now.
Well, to be fair, if Krelen goes and talks to the prince, he will have his third rib. Meanwhile, Odoran gonna pick up some magic. Maybe not.
I mean, not a lot of it's super worth it. The Cure 3 is kind of nice. My guess is he's Yeah, wait, what?
Well, either that or he's going back for it because he didn't buy anything.
I thought it was the second slot that was unlearnable.
I can never get that straight in my head. If they put up their hands, they're getting the spell.
Yeah.
Now, Ruse, on the other hand, I would get, because if you're gonna put that Vorpal on there, I would definitely do it. But Brack is just you got to take Brack.
Mm-hmm. You can say all 3/3 spells in the first 4 levels. We'll take that. We'd prefer a nuke, but all 3 elementals.
But there is something that is kind of off-putting.
Uh-oh.
What have we not seen yet? We haven't seen Nuke, we haven't seen Quadex, we haven't seen Fast, we haven't seen Temper.
That is true. We haven't seen either of those.
And we're starting to get to the point where Red Wizard is not going to be able to learn them.
Yeah, that could be rough.
So we will be relying on a squishy Black Mage to do our work for us.
I mean...
Yeah, the Black Mage...
You can say, if you even get that.
And if you're Krelen, it's worse. You don't have the Black Mage. You have double red.
You have a power bonk and a dream, and then you regret not taking that bottle, because we know that's where it's going to be.
Yeah, that would probably be about right. So, Odoran, I believe, he's coming around. He is headed for the Onrak continent.
Mm-hmm.
It is the best play to make at this point.
I mean, it's the only play to make. this point.
No, he could go to the Circle of Sages if he really wanted to.
That's true. Wait,
But it's not.
yeah, that's super out of the way, and 1 check. 2 if you
Yep,
count the
and-
item shop.
Nothing you want. Well, camping gear. Fading level 6 magic.
I was gonna say interesting choice.
And away we go. We gonna go mermaids? We're going mermaids. I saw my fellow Bubble Soda Co. Saracen in chat. We're both hoping for the same thing. We may disagree on the dwarf, but we don't disagree on the bubbles. So, what we got? We got almost we got a half combo with the seafood party pack. And he's gonna take it. He's got lit 3, okay. Good levels.
It's seafood party plaque. Hold the Usagi.
Well, I mean, right now, by my count, Odraun has 11 shards, so he's gonna get some good experience off this. Yeah, I mean, level 10. I would be real iffy about going to see Kraken. That's for sure.
I am that dumb, and I've got warp, so and exit. Actually, I probably don't have the charges for exit yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but you probably don't have the charges for it yet.
Yeah.
It would be very. Yeah, that would be that's an iffy fight. Krelen, meanwhile, we're gonna go talk to that vampire again and probably hit him with a big fire 3 to the face.
Well, I mean, hear me out. You're gonna get experience and levels in the right half as you're grabbing all of this stuff, so you could hit the point where you feel more confident with Kraken.
You could. There is nothing to stop him from doing that, and he is taking fights. Most of these fights are forced that he's taking. I'm sure he'd love to see the big eye and the Gur shark.
Mm-hmm.
But unrunnable ghosts, that nobody wants to see that.
Of course.
Ghosts hit like trucks. So level 11.
I was gonna say 3 spooky lads.
It's just not fun. Krelen, meanwhile, is going to go pick up his Bane sword, pick up his I mean, he does have a Bane sword, too. He could use that against Kraken if he really felt cheeky. And he gets his other ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
So, both our runners have 2. The difference is Krelen can get the 3rd.
Yes.
Odraun, picking up another shard.
This case, and that ribbon could play a big difference along with that floater. It really just depends on things.
And he gets the unrunnable ghost pack again.
Of course.
And
2 spooky ones.
They are hitting really hard tonight. Now he's down to 1, and that defense sword is putting in some work.
Oh yeah, +4, that thing's a monstrous weapon.
Absolutely.
It says defense, and how they always say, the best defense is a good offense.
Well, and thanks to Odraun, they're proving it. Alright, we're gonna pop in to see our mermaid friends. We got copper, another shard, 2 more shards.
I'll take 2 shards.
Can't complain about that at all. He's got the warp charges, so he can just kind of pop his way through. Another shard. Wow. And it looks like mermaids kind of... Now, come on, Odraun, do us the favor. Thank you very much. The Bubble Soda Co. would like to thank Odraun for helping to keep the world a little bit more refreshed. And we'd like to remind our viewers, once again, we don't let any of the mermaid go to waste. It's a fully recycled process. Alright, so we're going to check the last 3 chests in the mermaid side and see what we can get out of there. And Krelen, meanwhile, going to go say hi to our favorite fiend. Favorite in the sense that he doesn't do anything.
I was gonna say, more shard. Already at about the half point on shards. That's not bad. Granted, they're still lacking a loot.
Yes, but by my count, he has 16. So I've been
That's
trying to keep track of these as best I can as our runners collect them. Meanwhile, we have a Lich. We're gonna fire. Oh no, we're gonna feed him the Quake. And the Fiend of Earth once again, not very helpful.
There's a Fiend of Earth?
There was. There certainly was at one point.
I was gonna say, I just keep hearing all these rumors about things in Earth. I just thought it was just free stuff.
Meanwhile, Odraun. Oh no, I was gonna say, is he going right to Kraken side? Not gonna warp out and take a safety save? Bold play. I do support it though.
You gotta respect it. Considering the opal armor at 6, it's a good chance that the fighter at least survives nothing else.
True, his knight would be okay, and he does have the ribbons.
So, I mean, like, the main thing you're just worried about is just a big, scary spell.
Which this Kraken tends to do stuff like that. Translated slab on both sides now.
Also could be a matter of just trying to get as many grinds in as possible before actually committing to the teleporting out, just for the matter of saving stuff.
Well, what do we have here?
We have a reason to leave.
We do have a reason to leave. Now he's gonna hightail it out of there.
Yeah.
But that also means that as soon as Krelen heads in this direction, he's in the air.
He is in the air.
So, now is he going to do Elfland? Yes, he's going to go to Elfland, which is good. He's going to get his third ribbon. He'll be very happy to see that. I'm going to be happy to see that.
Triple ribbon. You gotta have that fashion.
Oh, Odraun, meanwhile, says, nope, I'm here. I'm not double dipping on rack. I can kill Kraken, and then I can go to Waterfall and see if there's anything I need in there.
I mean, I respect the moxie.
Yeah, listen, he's got what he needs. He's low level, yes, but he does have a Vorpal. He does have a defense sword. He's got sort of good magic.
The other thing is, if he can manage to pull Kraken out of this dive, then it also means that he pulls enough shards to be basically within a stone's throw of just going into Toph.
He would be very close. That is very true. Great. Again, he's at 16 right now. 4 from Kraken gets him 20.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs and depending on what he pulls out of C, he can probably count on at least 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
So, promotion for Krelen. He is now ready to rock and rumble with his weapons of choice.
Gonna rock him, sock him, robot.
Now he has not rezzed that other red wizard. I think he is danned down.
Yeah, I mean, considering the spells that they've seen at this point, it's probably not worth keeping that second red mage alive versus just having the extra experience for... Oh, nope, there he goes.
There he goes, just decided to pop up.
Us
Hi,
trying to think of those fourth dimensional plays, and Runner's just like, no, we're just slow. Gotta take the time, you know?
Yeah, Odraun probably not going back to Marsh anytime in the near future. He's got the canoe, so he will head for Volcano or Ice at this rate.
Oh, yeah. Probably
Volcano definitely But, you have pointed it out, Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
We have not seen our loot yet.
We have not seen that loot.
Without that, you can have as many shards as you want, but there is nothing more panic-inducing than last iteming your loot.
Hear me out. They go all the way through Volcano. They get like Chime. Cube is in Ordeals, and loot is in Light Sky.
Everyone always likes to see the Ordeals actually come into play, but I have not. No. So, is Krelen going right for that chest? He is. He's gonna get his happy surprise of a very early canoe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's not leaving just yet, that's for sure.
Yeah,
he's got work to do.
The effort that it takes to get back here, even with Floater, is just not worth leaving.
No, it is not. Ooh, that white shirt, on the other hand, I'm picking that up right away.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Is a free Invis 2 cast? Absolutely. Because we have not seen Invis 2.
We have not.
Means it is 6 or higher, which pretty good chance your red mage ain't gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Is he getting those double sharks? Blaja feeling good today.
I tell ya.
Oh no!
Ooh!
That is a wee bounce situation.
Yep, we're done with the Gersharks. The Gersharks are not a safe grind. No sir, no thank you.
Yep.
We unfortunately the ghosts you must fight, so.
Yep. They've got that shadow tag. They're secretly all Gengars.
Secretly all gonna hurt me. Meanwhile, Krelen will soon be joining. Oh, Krelen, don't attack that thing. You don't want to fight that.
He doesn't know. Actually, he's got 3 ribbons.
True. He does have 3 ribbons, and he is swinging, I believe, looks like he's got the katana, the Vorpal, and I'm not sure what he has on his other. Let's see. But he's swinging nothing. That's the Vorpal. Yeah, that's not a defense sword.
I think that might be an ice or the dragon that he picked up.
I think it's the ice stick. I think it's the ice sword. That's what I'm gonna go with. Meanwhile, waters, everyone's least favorite thing to see, next to airs.
I mean, would you say that airs are nothing but hot hair?
I'd say they are. My problem is they have no weaknesses.
I was gonna say, we are seeing Odraun go right for Kraken right now. This could be interesting.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Krelen's right behind him, one floor behind. He could do this. He could make the same play. So, oh no, we're gonna fight some snacks. Bad snack. Go away. All right, so we're gonna do some healing. We're gonna do any juggling? Nope. We're just going straight in. So we're gonna fight. We're gonna zap. Interesting. And brack. Nope, no brack this time. Swing with that Vorpal. 3 hits for 7. Zap. Nope. Defense sword. 3 hits for
261.
261's not bad. You may want, yeah. Ooh, but now he's. Oh no.
That's a bad time.
That's not.
Unless you get the brack. Never punished.
Yep. Kraken goes down, and that brings Odraun to 20 shards total. And now he's gonna go take a look at what's in Waterfall.
I was gonna say, Odraun's a Maddie sub. That means you're never punished. $5 is all it takes. Never punished.
Well, that's good. If he's my co-op partner, I'm okay for it. Meanwhile,
it's a nice Gasty.
That is a very brave walk indeed, Saracen. Very brave walk. So 15 across the board. So now he has his first charges for his knight and his ninja. And he did pick up that wizard stick. So if he ever does go to see Carrie in the volcano, just confuse her.
Yeah.
Just watch Carrie just beat yourself up. It's fun.
Peak strats.
Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking, Saracen. You get out of there, you save right away. You don't know what's gonna pop out of there. You don't know what it has.
Alright, we're grabbing this waterfall because we're right here, which is a play I don't see very often. But granted, they have free warp, so...
It's a proximity play, and he's still looking for that loot. Now, there is a scenario that I can play out where it's going to get real ugly, and that is if the loot is in Cardia.
Yeah, Cardia loot could be a hand over the wind to Krelen.
It would be... That's going to be a tough one. Level 16 across the board. And we saw our favorite out-of-bounds bat. Always nice to see him.
Should we call him the out-of-bat?
I don't know, I've always...
Ooh, Igus Shield.
Not
a bad pickup for this trip.
Absolutely not. I would take that in a heartbeat. That's a great defensive item. And... more money. Well, you're definitely warping out of here with all your items, your items intact.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we got the old Big Eye and Gershar pack. Yes, save. Please save.
He'll be fine. He's on my team, never punished.
Famous last words. Checking magic? Checking magic.
Checking
what
magic.
do we got? So, black magic. There's Temper. And there's Quad X, which you don't really like to see sharing the same thing. A Cure 4 is Red Wizard Learnable.
Ooh.
That is a saving grace for them right there.
Oh, yeah.
However, one thing we have not seen, Life Magic.
Life... Well, we saw Life 2, but it was unlearnable. And only Life 1 is available in battle, which, you know, I lean on, but...
Meanwhile, Krelen pulling up. He's going to try to brack the Kraken. Brack comes out. No. Swing. No. Swing. Kraken says, hold. And nope, not doing that.
Guess they're picking up some tents and heals for those saves and, well, heals.
Bye-bye, Kraken. Kraken is down. So, if you're Krelen, you know where you're headed next. Ryukon Desert.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he'll go Waterfall first, which is a proximity play, and it clears the whole on-rack con. You never have to come back to this place again.
Truth facts.
If you're Odraun, you are heading to Sages in Crescent. hoping they have a loot for you. But we will soon find out. And into Silver Dock. Come on up. Check your item shop. What do we got? Nope. Not there either. Which, by that definition, means it's nothing. Vision Viz 2.
Which, heal 3, not learnable.
There's your nuke.
We'll take that nuke.
Only learnable by the Black Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
So, that means that since we checked the caravan and every place we have access to, the shop item is probably non-existent, or it's not progression. So it'd be the crown or the TNT.
Mm-hmm.
So, if either or. Odraun, meanwhile, is done in Sages.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it could be the looting Gaia. It'd be awkward, but it could be there.
Could be. So, Odraun, I like this play. It is a lot faster to get to both Ice and Volcano by using that dock.
Mm-hmm.
Not available in the vanilla game because where you see that little tree there, there's a mountain in your way.
Just a little bit of a mountain, you know?
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, I'm going to loot out Waterfall. Peek, taking a look, grabbing a shard. Puts him 3 full rows, so 6 and 6 is 12 and 18.
Alright, let's see what we got in there. The volcano. We got money. I think we're good on money. But that said, these Pediatas, always good.
You gotta love seeing the XPs. But they do tend to do that, actually. They don't have great morale stat.
They scary.
They tend to run. So, Krelen, meanwhile, thinking to himself, yep, we're just gonna head right to Ryukon and get in the air.
Oh yeah, it's gonna make this trip to Volcano significantly faster, and at this point we could see a shift in the tide.
You could, and he also has the bottle and the translated slab. Ooh, Sunstorm plus 5. Doesn't replace the defense. That is an end weapon game, or an end game weapon.
Mm-hmm.
38, 42. No, you want the Sun Sword. You want that Sun Sword.
Yep, especially with the weakness damage.
And Krelen at 41.50 in the air.
Birds continue to be jerks.
There always have been. So he's going to check the item shop, find nothing of value, but pick up some not so free housing. Armor shop shows us pro rings.
If only you didn't have 3 ribbons. Ooh, fire's unrunnable. That makes the trap tiles in here not nice.
Not at all. But you do have a black shirt, so that will help you out a lot. And they're beefy. That was about almost 370 damage, and that fire stayed up.
Yeah, gotta show him that drip.
Ice shield plus 5, though.
Mm-hmm. Good choice for that. Ninja.
Absolutely, that ninja definitely would love to have that. And warp out. Good play. Get out. Go check armory side.
Mm-hmm. I imagine you just get the 2 warps here, and then house on the outside, if they have a few, which they probably have. Just picked up a couple.
Krelen definitely did.
Yeah, Krelen grabbed a couple from shop. I haven't seen Odraun pick up any from shop so far, so he's just got whatever they found in boxes.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, they have Dark Touch. Nothing like Gargoyles with Dark Touch.
Just a little bit of, Dark Touch. They're just coming behind you and doing that peekaboo, like, guess who? It's me, Argoyle.
Meanwhile, there's Nuke, which Krelen can't take. But he did get locked too, so that's a plus. 18 across the board for Odraun. That's getting beefy. And here's the unrunnable fires and pocket change from the Circle of Sages.
I mean, at least he wasn't confused and old and giving you pocket change.
I do like the confused old men flag. It's not used that often, but I do like it.
I was gonna say, if you ever race me, I'll use it because I haven't had the opportunity, and it just seems like fun.
It can be. Ice plus 1, Saber minus 1, cabin, money,
cash money.
Money.
That's a
Flame
Krelen
armor plus
right
3. Yeah. I'll take it. It's better than wood armor plus 5.
True. Pluses can be as big as they want. Wood is still wood.
True enough. And a shard.
I was gonna say, with the number of shards we've seen, there's a very good chance he'll hit shard count just finishing Volcano here.
Well, he's got two. Well, if he finds nothing else, he will have 24 shards and be 4 short. So.
Gonna say, is that also considering fighting carry?
Yes. If he finds nothing else, he'll be 4 shards short because he's at 22 right now by my count.
Yeah. I mean, it's here or ice, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually,
not
Ordeals is on the table.
It is. Much as I don't like to think about it, it is.
I like to think about it. I like it a lot. Makes me happy.
I'm sure it does, but But I mean, there is a number of checks in Volcano that Odraun can make. He's more than likely going to find at least a shard.
Oh,
but he found something better.
That
is critical. That you can hear the sigh of relief from Odraun from here.
That
means Marsh is off the table for him. He does not require it. He doesn't need the floater.
Yeah.
He just needs shards.
Yeah.
Assuming he can find enough. Well, there's the TNT as well.
Yeah.
Assuming he can find enough.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's gonna be different between here, ice, and Ordeals. I think you can find that number. Now, granted, going to Ordeals is rough.
It is.
But if they can find Chime in here or ice, I think it's just, yeah, you do the early floor of Mirage and you're just good.
Gold +2. I would take that gold +2. Let's see. So Krelen, meanwhile, will be getting his loot momentarily, and also will be very, very happy as he has a floater and can go wherever he wants quickly.
Oh, yes. I was gonna say, we're gonna see overworld mobility versus just clean gameplay.
It's gonna come down to it, but the problem that I'm seeing, he's gonna be short on. Odraun will be short on shards.
I mean, he's short on life right now.
Yeah, you didn't really want to pull that right at this moment, I don't think. Oh, that is disrespectful to that Aggie.
Never punished. I told you, $5 subscription, never punished.
Well, now he's healing up. Now he's gonna do the heal thing.
Yeah. You've got not a lot of trap tiles you need to worry about left. You heal up. Because getting that TNT. So in terms of trade things, we haven't seen what Bottle turns in, and we might see Krelen go grab that. It actually could end up that the floater becomes a disadvantage and just wanting to get a couple more incentive items, and if they don't contribute towards that final Toph run, then it just turns into a waste of time.
Well, the stuff that's left out there is pretty good. Like we are still missing a lot of really good weapons and armor that you could pick up.
Oh yeah, Opal Hoop, Excal.
Power Bonk's still missing.
That's gonna be a big one, especially for Krelen. I don't think Krelen goes into a Toph dive without that Power Bonk, unless he finds a really good weapon. Actually, if he went back for the Massa chest,
that's a big if, because that is in C, and nobody wants to double dip on rack. Nobody wants to do that. Meanwhile,
I guess Massa chest wasn't in C; it was in Corneria locked.
Oh yes, it was. Right, I'm thinking of the last seed I did. That's called Seed Bleed.
And he's bleeding everywhere, chat. Quick, get him a band-aid.
Excal is still out there. It's just a matter of where. It probably ended up either with the Fairy or in Lefane. Meanwhile, here comes a carry. And probably not gonna last long.
She would like to speak to the manager.
Fire 2 comes out. Ribbon protects. Swing with that Vorpal. 4 hits for 241. The nuke comes out. Low roll at 117. Defense sword at 198. Zap comes out. Not gonna do it.
I was gonna say, I think that was the swap to the Sun Sword, but...
No, you are right. That is the Sun Sword. Yes. Now that I looked at it the second time.
She's a chunky girl.
She's a beefy one. Oh, still hanging around.
I have tried to preempt this twice with applause, and there we go.
There we go. Goodbye, Carrie.
So that just leaves a handful of shards. I think he goes into ice and just hopes that they're in there. You got the 6-pack room. I think you're good.
He's got 2 he needs, and
I mean, if
No,
nothing else, that also means that Chime is either there or Leals. So.
Where are you going, buddy?
Oh? Is he
No,
going ordeals? Is he doing the marsh dip?
he could go marsh. He could go ordeals. That's depends which. Even going in this direction is not telling me anything. But I'm thinking marsh. To be honest, I think he's gonna go dive marsh. He'll get the floater. He won't be necessarily happy about that. Because it's not what he needs right now. He needs shards. And Krelen takes out Carrie as well. Which puts him at... he's a little less.
He's doing...
He's checking the lock the lock chests in Northwest Castle.
Doesn't hurt.
And Krell, meanwhile, is going to go pop Cardia.
1 shard. He's only 1 shard shy. Now the question is, which came first, a shard or the floater? Because he warps out after 1 shard.
I think the shards come first, because floater was deep in there, I think. It was definitely in the basement. So, I'm gonna go take a look at the attic. While Krellin does some rearranging. Put around.
I say we can't all be Tetris champions for those organizational skills.
Put around, picks up money. Flame sword, not interested. He's got better weaponry. Don't find the house. He finds the loose crown. Which he's really hoping leads to something good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Odraun exiting out, not finding anything in Top Marsh.
As you do.
As you often do. And Krellin gonna dive into Forest Cardia. There's a nice big chunk of chests. Heal stick. A cabin. Some money. And some money. Dragon armor +2.
I mean, fitting to be in Guardia.
It's actually a good spot for it. Alright, Odoran, let's see what you find down in here. We know what you're going to find. Heal pot, you're not interested.
I was gonna say, I didn't check Krellen's shard count on this.
He is somewhere around 21 to 22, I believe. And that is it. Odoran is out and in go mode.
And we have Krellen grabbing that bottle again, looking for extra bits of gear here.
Yep, and I don't blame him per se.
Yep.
So that means Odoran only has 1 turn in left he can do to see what it is, and that's the TNT, and I think he's headed in that direction now.
Yeah. Well...
Because he's got... If he can find the ruse, he would be very happy. X-Cal is being held by...
Not a bad pickup.
Thank you, Odoran, for talking to the Harada Warp and not killing him. No, you don't... Doesn't have the adamant. No, he turned in the adamant. What he needs to do is turn the TNT. So we know it's not the X-Cal. It is the ruse.
Ooh.
That is what he was hoping to find. Now he has the ruse and the defense sword.
Yep, that means both of his attackers are online in terms of being able to set up and make up for the fact that they don't have super great weapons.
But he doesn't have fast. And he has and I assume he doesn't have very many charges of temper.
Yep.
Because temper rolled 7.
Yep. And that would mean, I think, fast rolled 8.
He's got wall, although he's got ribbons galore.
Yep. I think he also grabbed life 2 as well, which means that it's going to extend those dives in case anything goes a little bit belly up.
Well, the thing is, he's going in. He's got the ruse. It's going to be a long slog.
Yeah.
Without fast and a lot of temper casts.
Yep. Yeah, I'm almost disappointed at not taking the Massa here, just because A, you'd get a Massa, and B, the amount of experience Warmech can give, he's at a safe level, he's got decent gear, and it would also give all that information. He was right there. I think it's a misplay to not try to grab that Massa.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but I believe Life 2 was in slot 2?
Huh?
If it's in slot 2, it is not learnable by anybody he has.
Rude.
Yeah, actually, I can confirm that, as I have been keeping track of the magic. Let's take a peek.
Well, now I'm even more he should have taken that Massa.
Yep, it's in second slot. It is not learnable.
Well darn.
Thought that was the case, but I wanted to confirm before I said anything. And meanwhile, Cremate's Badman. That's just a time waster. And Krelen is actually in ice, digging for shards.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what this different lies with.
He's Badman. Just how if I'm not no, I'd reset out of this. That's a lot of time wasted.
Yeah.
It's the same thing when you get stuff that's like Stinger. It's like it's not gonna hurt you, but it just I mean but he could be grinding for levels at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely grinding for levels, so. And the Black Mage, in terms of those levels, doesn't matter the most.
No, he does. Well, there's no fast, so just temper. I mean, nice to have, but. Meanwhile, find silver.
Yeah,
find
there we go.
Yeah.
Finally commits to that decision. No bad men.
Yeah, but does find a shard though.
You see, these Toph walking grinds have ended up being like the peak choice for all of our runners here.
I myself have done it.
Mm-hmm.
I know it is a favorite of Fizzle himself.
I mean, that's because Fizzle's got to be going forward. You can't stop for a grind. You just got to keep going.
Speed and power.
So you just pump it all into agility and strength. You'll be fine.
Another shard.
Big pack of Gasties.
Krelen needs 2 more shards.
I was gonna say, in that time, we've got Odraun and Toph. I'm looking at these Gundams and I'm just thinking about Fizzle now because you mentioned him.
Krelen, meanwhile, is going to turn in the bottle, see what he gets.
Gonna say...
Not checking magic.
I mean... Is it worth checking the magic at this point? Probably.
No, he's looking for heal items right now. He's looking for pots.
Yeah.
Pops the bottle. Oh, the Phantom's unrunnable. How fun.
He's like, hey, someone please pay attention to me.
Well, we will. Bye-bye. And there's your power bonk. It is in bottle.
Yep.
And Odraun! Do us all a favor, checking the validation chest, which are trash, and using the loot, because he's close enough that that plate will move.
Is a warping down.
He's looking for a 3rd floor grind.
Yeah.
That is what you want to see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look! You got your wish.
Someone's going to Ordeals.
Chat,
Yay.
there's your Ordeals play. Krelen looking for... Well, that pretty much says this is where Chime is.
Yeah, it really do.
It can be nowhere else. We've checked all the item shops. It's not there. We've cleared Volcano. It's not there.
Yep.
It's here.
Even went to Waterfall. The rare trip.
I might go to Waterfall long before I end up in Ordeals. Meanwhile, Odraun, back in, back out.
Dude. Gonna say only taking the Gasties. Well, no, out, because I think he's ready for that run.
Yep, he's not stopping. He's doing some optimization. Yeah, he's definitely preparing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, he's putting the roost staff where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm. Gonna say, I'm interested to see not the Sun and Vorpal versus Vorpal and Katana.
Well, there's your Chime right there.
Yep.
and ordeals, which is kind of what we expected it to be. But Krelen really doesn't care. He's looking for shards.
I mean,
He had
plenty of space
progression.
in the early floors.
Yeah, but I'm sure he'd be much happier to find enough shards to get him out of here.
Very true.
Thor hammer, opal shield, nothing he's really looking for, and a
Oh.
single shard. He needs
Oh.
one more.
Oh.
That is painful. Yes, he gets to go and pop right into Mirage and see what he sees.
This is
But
where you get it on a t-shirt. I went to ordeals and all I got was a single shard.
we should print that. That's $1 million idea. If everyone in FFR community buys one at like $100.
I mean, I don't think I have enough money for a $100 shirt.
I definitely don't. All right, so do you see what I see? Enjoy it while it lasts. It won't be there long.
I was gonna say, he's buffed up pretty good magic defense to be taking so little from those fires with the extra magic weakness. That's
He did,
it.
but
He's gone.
he did, but he also punched for one on the fighter and then found out what a sun sword feels like upside the head.
Hmm. So would you say it's
Meanwhile-
always sunny in Philadelphia?
Generally speaking, it's better than London. Ah, there's his last shard.
It do be.
All right, out we go. Meanwhile, carry 2.
Now we've got that difference in levels as well as this run, so we'll see how much Krelen feels that they need the levels on this one.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, cheeky zap on Carrie. No, Carrie says, I'm gonna smack that thing.
Good chunky
Okay.
damage on that thief, but then again, they don't have an Opal 6.
No. Meanwhile,
Sure, that
Krillin
drip.
is going for the Warmech chest.
Oh yeah, I mean that could be the big decider
That's-
here on that experience.
That's his levels, that's his grind. It is a vanilla masa, but you want that. Like, you want this, you want the levels. Just so we're gonna fight, we're gonna fight, we're gonna fight.
Yep, especially with one red
Ooh.
mage down.
Zap comes out, not gonna do anything with that ribbon unless that rare thing happens. Fight, fight. This is just gonna be. He's gonna lock. Ooh, Warmech got some swing to him.
I mean, when you can't fast, just lock.
That's true. What are you gonna? What we doing? We're gonna do lit 3. Okay, we'll lit 3. Warmech meanwhile says, "Goodbye to the ninja." Nuclear. Okay, so there's one out of the pool. Meanwhile, on Odraun side, we have the Kraken, and down goes the Warmech. Level 24 and a Masa for his trouble.
Yep.
Trying the cheeky Brack strats over here on Odraun side, trying the Zap strat.
Gonna
Kraken says, no, that black mage, he gonna eat dirt for a while.
enjoy the ground, pleb.
Trying Zap again, ineffective. Yeah, you're not doing that again.
Yep. Well,
Okay, well, you've lost your casters,
this
you
could be
are-
interesting.
but he does have full. He's okay. Oh, that ain't good.
Yeah, we might want to move some ribbons around after this.
Well, the thing is, the paralysis. Oh, there's a nuclear.
Oh
this
dear.
is. Oh dear. This is. Oh, well, I'm gonna help you.
Yep.
Drink strap might. Ooh, 8. Just hanging on. Vorpal Nut is doing Vorpal things. Swirl. Oh, there goes
Oh dear.
there goes your ninja. Oh, and that Sun Sword is not doing a lot of good.
Yeah, we're gonna need to swap that Vorpal over if we're gonna have a chance at Chaos if they end up man-moding this one.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope,
he's
he's done. Meanwhile, Krelen has found that Badman pack that just has cremate, and damage poison apparently. Didn't see that the first time.
well,
And Scorch.
as they
just-
say, Topher, the great equalizer.
It always is. You never know what your opponent is going to get into when you're in Topher.
Toph is like a box of chocolates. You never know
Meanwhile-
what you're gonna get.
Krelen's going to have to walk himself out because he's lost his casters.
Mm-hmm.
Odoran, meanwhile, probably going to take some quick levels.
Mm-hmm. After seeing Kraken that rough, you gotta at least consider a couple.
Kraken was not playing around. Now this is interesting. Krelen is taking bit of a walking grind with just his knight. I don't hate this play. A strong knight will carry you.
Yeah, so you also have Krelen with the significantly better gear for that knight, with the X-Cal and the Massa available.
And he is going to grind that knight up.
I'm gonna say, hopefully nothing bad happens to him.
Well, he does have 3 ribbons. He does have the dragon armor. He does have the Aegis shield.
Yeah.
That knight is pretty near a tank at this point. And up to level 28.
Entering the danger zone.
It's Montreal Slimes. But you don't want to fight those. That's not worth your time. You don't have the magic to take them down.
Not without a match and a stiff breeze.
Yep. Meanwhile, Odraun at 26 across his party. So,
looks like he is planning to go back. No, he's just walking around the floor.
He's just back to the bad men again. Yeah.
He started and then stopped and remembered, wait.
I know what comes after this. Now you fight those. Definitely gonna take those.
That's what we call a mini boss and a trap tile.
You definitely take the worms if you're on Krelen's side.
Oh yeah. Worms is the big bucks.
Especially with okay, he's level 30 now. He's well above, as chat points out, he's above power word threshold. Power word threshold is 600.
Power word, don't want to see you today.
Definitely not. But Quadex is time, so I mean the ribbon will give him some protection.
Oh yeah.
As will stun, but again, there's always that chance. Level 31, and he's out. Gonna go probably res the party, make his dive.
Yep. Now, granted, all of this, while good, will not save him from those mages getting punched down. Now, granted, he doesn't need it as much because he's got the power bonk as well as those sticks.
He has an X-Cal and he has a Mazza.
Yep.
He is in, equipment-wise, better position. Level on his knight, much better position.
Yep.
Odraun, meanwhile, heading back to Canaria.
Pick a couple extra houses, I think, in case of an extra grind.
Yep, gonna get himself...
Oh, no! He's going for the Massa!
He's going for Warmech.
He gets preemptive applause.
He is definitely coming... It's, you know what? It is what he needs right now. He needs levels and he needs weaponry.
Yep.
He doesn't have an X-Cal, so he needs this.
Yep.
Gonna put wall. Gonna nuke. He hits for... that Warmech can swing.
That is a spicy amount of swing.
Punchy, punchy. Wall again. We're gonna do another nuke. Swing with that Vorpal. Doing Vorpal things. Zap comes out. Nope, not gonna do nothing. Black Shirt does, I believe, protect against time, so that's good. So we're gonna nuke. Don't zap. Not gonna do much to the old Warmech. Chance, but not a good one. No, sir. Yeah. But I don't think Warmech is long for this world.
Poor super boss. Oh, nope, there he goes.
There he goes. That gives him 29 across the board and a Massa. Alright.
Yeah.
This has become more of a bit of an RNG gamble. Who's gonna get the better script from where they get?
It is true.
Wrong eye is gone. Bye-bye.
Now that said, we do have a bit of a step advantage here on Krelen's side, just in terms of the fact that, you know, he's in there right now and down, what is it, like 3 different floors?
Yes, he just went past the wrong eye, so he's got 2 more floors to get to Earth.
Yeah.
And he is still taking fights on the way. Those zombie Ds are not that thick.
I mean, it doesn't hurt, gives those mages and that ninja a little bit more health in terms of just being extra sponge.
Absolutely. 32, 22, 16, 26. It's not bad. That 32 fighter is going to be... Ooh. It's going to be a bit of a problem for those fiends to work on.
Oh, yeah.
And with the X-Cal. And when he's done with the X-Cal, he'll just swap it out for the Masa and keep going.
Yep.
Or the Vorpal if he so desires.
Yeah, granted, he did throw Masa on that last red mage there, so... Could end up sticking with that and just trying to go with 3 melee. Not the best plan, but when you don't have access to fast, not terrible.
True, but I would personally, I would take the X-Cal off. It just really doesn't do work when it comes to Chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Great on everything else. Excellent, excellent weapon for everyone else, with that one exception.
Oh, yeah. Especially with the extra weakness damage and the fact that it's got every element.
Sure does.
Unfortunately, Chaos has no elements.
Yep, he is one of the few creatures in the game, the few enemies that does not have a type. He is just Chaos.
I was gonna say, that said, they are literally they're on the same floor right now. Just a matter of being a few steps ahead.
This is coming down to it. Now, speed bump ain't gonna last long with a Masa swinging and a X-Cal. Just not gonna happen. Alright, so we're on the fire floor. Meanwhile, blink and you miss on Odoran's side. Here we go again. Oh, Lich, that's cute. You tried to do something. You can take a nap now. Yep, took nap. Yeah, Chaos is the original final boss. That's the first Final Fantasy, the first final boss. Oh, look. Kelly thinks that fire is fun.
I mean, it is fun.
She's about to learn a very harsh lesson, though, when that X-Cal comes and does that. Meanwhile, Odoran just pulling carry. Ooh, we're getting close, but as we saw, Kraken is not messing around.
Odraun nipping those toes.
Ooh, he is, because he took carry out quick.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's where they are on the encounter table. Runners, oh, there it is. Okay, so Odoran is a bit behind on the encounter table, and those waters are unrunnable.
Yep.
Nope, sorry, Odoran is ahead in the encounter table. Because now they both have the same encounter.
I don't know anything about RNG, it's all Greek to me. And I speak every language except for Greek.
Alright, so this is going to put them pretty near neck and neck at this point. Oh, wait a minute. No, my mistake. So, if Odoran pulled that, Krelen will pull it just after he gets through Kraken. If my step count is right. It might not be. We'll get some shuffling on Odoran's side. Yep, and Kraken 2 being pulled. Using the white shirt. X-Cal swing, 2 hits for 266. White shirt comes out. Meanwhile, Kraken on the other side. Swinging the Vorpal, 2 hits for 69. Well, I ain't gonna do nothing. 4 hits for 160. And there's the first turn nuclear.
Oh,
and it
dear.
low rolled. Meanwhile, same on Odoran's side. The nuclear comes out. But both have a full party still standing. Oh, but Swirl might change that.
I'm still standing, feeling like a little kid. Double
and they're
terminated.
Both through.
That said, there's no life, which means Odraun's got a little bit of an advantage in still having a dude up.
But Krelen does have a Masa and an X-Cal.
Very
This
true.
is going to come down to... And I believe Krelen is going to hit that Gershark Wiz-Sahag encounter very soon after he gets out of here. Just based on where Odoran hit it. No, he manages to get out, but he... There it is. So Odoran won't see that. No, he sees a different... Oh, but his is unrunnable.
Oh.
Oh, dear. But Iron Goal, you take that. Alright, time to start doing some shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Whoa. Defense sword, move it. Come on, you know you want to. There you go.
Alright, TNT. My favorite law firm.
Yeah, so we're gonna fight 505. 277. White shirt comes out on Krelen's side. Odoran doing wall. Swing from the Mazda. 3 hits for 50. Oh, great. Swing. Nuke comes out for 108. That's a pitiful nuke. What do you... Nuke thought it was Fade for a while there.
Hey, don't fade on fade. Ooh, there goes a red mage. And
Ooh,
2 red mages.
Zap lands.
Hmm.
And Krelen is through. Well, he's got the red mage with the Masa, and he's got with the power bonk. But I would imagine he might be wanting to trade that around. Yep, power bonk. Yeah, Riven.
There. It's gonna say. And there is Odraun over that Tiamat. So we're neck and neck. We're gonna have 2 Chaos fights.
And you switch in the Masa. That's I'm very and the Vorpal. Perfect. That's good.
Fighter in slot 1. Interesting choice considering the damage
Red.
outputs.
Well, red mage is moving to the top slot. He's doing some class healing, and here we go. Roostick. Temper. Power bonk on Krelen side. White shirt comes out. Ruse and defense on Odraun side. Nuke first shot.
Oh dear. Well.
And Krelen gets the worst of that. Oh! And Chaos says no. And wow, that's a swing. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Odraun.
Odraun is now on to him.
Gonna say.
Saber coming out. Temper coming out.
And no red mage up for those cure 4s.
No.
Just say thief with the saber. We're relying on everything we can get here.
We're doing heal pot strats. We need to make sure we're above that 400 threshold.
Yep.
Because if that nuke comes back, it's going to be bad. 3 hits for 144.
It's not great.
We're going to saber again. We're gonna keep that accuracy going. We're gonna keep getting that strength up.
More power.
Oh, Quad X
takes
takes out the
Black
Black
Mage.
Mage.
Oh.
Oh, this Chaos is not playing.
Rude.
Very, very rude Chaos. Swing with the Masa. 5 hits. Okay, but we're starting to get some damage pile. Oh, there is the Vorpal doing some work.
Oh, yeah.
1064.
And there he goes with a win for Odraun.
Get your GGs out and try for Odraun, who has done it.
What did I tell you? Never punished.
You keep saying that.
Yeah, I do.
So, with an official race time of 1 hour 16:08. And get your GGs out for Odraun. That was a chaos that you just did not want to see.
Speaking of, we've got our man of the hour in the room. How are you feeling?
I was very confused when I looked over and saw like an hour 8 and Krelen hadn't finished yet. So I was wondering if there was something more besides the Kraken.
Yeah. He got, well, his fighter got slapped really hard by a very angry Chaos.
Yeah, you two were literally like on each other's toes for the entire thing. He was barely ahead of you, and then high roll on the nuke, and then an immediate punch into the fighter.
Oh.
Yep, that finished it, and he's rediving. Now you both went, and you both carbonated bubbles. Thank you for that. And you both went and eventually took on the Warmech. Very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, that Sun Sword didn't feel like it was doing enough.
It definitely was not doing you any favors.
I mean, it existed.
It did exist. So, would you like to know where the floater ended up?
Was it like top right marsh?
Nope. It was in Marsh. In the bottom of Marsh. It was, I believe, the 3rd or 4th chest over. You picked up your shard and said, I think I'm good, and away you went.
As you should have.
I do not criticize that. It was the proper play to make, as was taking on Warmech to get that juicy Masa and some good levels.
Yeah, that Kraken just scared me with no power bonk, no fast, limited tempers. I'm like,
Okay, so if I recall correctly, power bonk was on Fairy, so it was floater locked, and you just weren't gonna get it.
That is correct.
Did we see where fast ended up?
I know where it ended up. Fast ended up at level 7. I believe it was in
slot 2.
It was in slot 2. Yep.
So it was in Gaia.
It was in Gaia, which Krelen went to, but did not go to the magic shop.
Yep.
I mean, he has red mages, right?
Double red.
Wouldn't be able to get that, would they?
For that slot, allow me to look. I don't. So for black magic at that level. Red Wizard at that level can only learn what is in slot 1.
So slow. That's the
Yeah,
opposite of
pretty much.
fast.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Wasn't gonna get that one either.
Yeah, it's sad when I saw a nuke and it was a black wizard only.
Yeah.
Yes, we noticed that too, and it was like, oh dear. And of course, not having access to any, and seeing Life 2 locked out of your both your Knight and your Red Wizard.
Oh, that pained me to see.
Yeah, I thought it was locked out, but I'm like, let me check after I promote, just in case.
Your instincts were bang on right the first time.
I didn't want them to be.
Unfortunately, that is.
Unfortunately, your instincts can't change your fate.
Fortunately not. So, Odoron, you moving on with an upcoming date with Celerio Rex. How do you feel?
Every match feels like I am going to lose by a mile, and in the last few I've kind of somehow squeaked through, so yeah.
You know my motto, never punished.
Well, you did beat. So far, you've beaten Dusk Plume. You've beaten Life Reboot. You're on quite the roll.
Yeah, like I said, every match I feel like I should lose by a mile, but somehow I just squeak by.
Well, this was a quite entertaining race to say the least.
Oh yeah, I had fun. Especially
Did
like
he go Marsh first, or did he also go Earth first?
he went Marsh first, which got him the floater, which basically dictated the entirety of his running from that point forward.
Hmm.
And he actually, the first chest he popped in C was was first floor C to the left, which was the canoe. So
I don't
He
even
had
think
it
he
right
did
away.
mermaid side.
Huh.
no, he didn't, because that's why he was going. That's why he ended up in Cardia.
Yeah.
He was short on shards.
He was short on shards. He ended up in Cardia and then going to Ordeals, which had the chime, which then he ended up in Mirage to get his last shard. He was one short after the play in Cardia.
Yep.
As there was nothing but a chime in Ordeals.
So what I'm hearing is I'm lucky that loot wasn't floater locked.
You are. And
you
again,
are. That
never
was-
punished.
That was something that we had discussed we discussed at length. It's, well, if loot ends up being for sale in the Gaia item shop, Krelen has this in hand. However, if the loot ends up in either Volcano or Ice, or even Ordeals, it's going to depend on who goes where first.
Yeah.
And Krelen actually dove Ice as well. I should say that he actually went to Ice.
He did go to ice.
Yeah.
And Ordeals. And only got one shard.
He went everywhere except for Sky
Oh,
and Volcano. He didn't. Did he do Volcano?
he had to have. That's where loot
Yes.
was.
Yes,
that-
he did Volcano.
I think he did one check in Sky because he needed his last shard from there.
He did Mirage 1. That's what he found. He found it in
Right.
Mirage 1.
Right,
Because it was
Mirage
like, okay.
and Sky are different.
He's ready to go. So Krillin once again pulling that fun Kraken with that absolutely brutal first turn nuke. And Kraken.
He was a bully, just a little bit.
He didn't. Kraken didn't do it this time. He didn't nuke right away. That is a tickle to death right there. 70 damage to kill off the Kraken.
It's fine.
That Vorpal felt so bad so much this game.
And yet, what was your last hit on Chaos from that ninja or that fighter with that Vorpal? What was it?
The ninja with the Vorpal did like 1,060 or something, but
That's
that's also 3 sabers, 3 tempers, and
Well,
the
it's-
fighter with no tempers did 500 something.
It's a Vorpal. Like, it has to be given some love, but it's still better than the vanilla katana you found.
Yeah, at one point I like went back in to look to make sure it was +4. I'm like, was it actually better?
Base statistics say yes, but Vorpal also does Vorpal things. But that Vorpal did come in handy, no question at all.
Yeah.
Now, because I'm a weird guy like this, let's take a look and see what we have here for your scripts. So everyone likes to know what could have happened.
I was gonna say, the man's weird. Let him do his weird things.
So Chaos had, as we know, Nuke, Quad X, Cure 4, Stop, Nuke, Stop, Lit 2, and Bane, but no abilities.
I'm glad I didn't see the other nuke.
Yeah, it was actually it was halfway through his spell list. And Krelen has a full party up and is on his way to see Chaos. I hope he doesn't see the double nuke.
Yep.
Lich had a nuclear. Carrie had a nuke.
Mm-hmm.
Kraken had the other nuclear. And we all know that what Warmack had, he had the final nuclear.
He did. Alright,
Yeah.
put an ace there in the front.
Yep, doing some last minute inventory checking.
Yep.
He's got a Vorpal, he's got the X-Cal, he's got the Masa. Though, I would switch the X-Cal with the Masa personally, because the X-Cal has betrayed me on several occasions when it comes to Kraken fights. Or comes to Chaos fights, I should say.
Masa has like better crit than Xcal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's only
it does.
It does, especially because it's only an X-Cal +1, I believe it is.
It's
2 I
neutral.
saw. Was it neutral?
Nope,
Oh,
it's +2. X-Cal +2. So we're gonna fight. We're gonna lock 2.
I'm thinking the Massa was neutral.
The Massa was definitely just a Fire 3 comes out for 50 damage. Chaos smashes Ace in the face, and that's the end of Ace.
How dare
Lock
you
2.
fire 3 me, slap.
That Chaos was punching hard.
Oh, was he ever?
He's
So
a
that's a swing.
punchy boy.
There's the nuke.
Oh dear.
Everyone survives. I would definitely recommend getting that white shirt out there, because Chaos, when he punches, it hurts. We're gonna defense, we're gonna fight, we're gonna white shirt.
Shirt it up.
Yep, get the evade stacks up. Swing for 4 hits for 429. Quad X, not effective. Defense, fight, and another white shirt. There's the Cure 4. I'm sure Krelen does not want to see that, because he didn't see it the first time.
Get those defense stacks. This boy likes to punch.
Ooh, 3 hits for 9 damage. You don't want to see that, but there's the punch, there's the miss. 3 hits for 9 damage. Swing, 4 hits for 168. Fight. No, defense, fight.
I say
Lock
lock.
2, stop. Stop's not going to do anything. He's got 3 ribbons. Lock comes out. Defense comes out. Swing. 4 hits for 52.
Oof.
Swing.
Guess he's got a math.
There's-
Oh dear.
Nuke's coming. There it is. The nuke came around again.
Alright, we're mad mode.
With
Ooh.
an X-Cal. 5 hits for 43. Lit 2. 5 hits for 40. Bane. That's not going to do anything. 3 hits for 7. There's the nuke.
Oh, and there's the
he is-
last nuke. And that's the
And-
forfeit as well.
That is the forfeit.
Yeah. I mean, you can't blame him. Did 2 attempts on
No.
that chaos and bounced off twice. Doing another grind and just kind of hoping you don't get that double, triple nuke strip is just like, nah, we're good. We get to go to bed. That said, welcome in, Krelen.
Greetings.
GG's.
Krelen, I gotta say that that was one nasty chaos punch on that first dive.
I didn't think I was gonna get Falcon punched into oblivion within the first, round, and I thought I swear I was like, okay, did the chaos actually did the Excal hit? I was like, okay, I think it did damage. Okay, so I'll have something that everybody can do damage on, and I was completely wrong. I should have just swapped over to the fighter. As I was like, okay, well the Excal, hit for a bit, but apparently I just got obliterated and didn't take a swing. And I was like, well, this is going to go well on my second dive. Super. No, that I got just Falcon punched.
That
Yeah.
well, you and Odraun both pulled chaos at pretty much the same time, and it was neck and neck until that nuke came out, and then that punch. It was like, wow, that chaos has been not skipping arm day.
Yeah, no, that was the beefiest chaos I've fought in this tournament, and I just needed some more levels, and like if I'd had the Vorpal, maybe it would have gone a little bit better, but I still wouldn't have been able to avoid the death on my first dive down. When chaos wants you dead, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Absolutely, but I gotta say, you went Marsh first, found the early floater, and we kind of figured that would dictate what you were looking for after that. And then the first box you open and see, well, hello, Canoe.
Yeah, that's what I literally, that was my exact words. Like, well, okay, hello.
Yeah, you had it. Yeah. Then it was finding that final shard.
Yeah, that was quite annoying. It's like I'm just losing. I was not in a great headspace, and it's just like I'm taking fights that I don't need. I'm going slow, and then I got to chaos, and then I got punched, and it was like, oh, that's why he hasn't finished. I thought he might have hit the same thing, but apparently not. He obliterated it. I got obliterated.
Because I know, I
Yeah,
think
that
he
was a
bounced off the
very-
Kraken the first time, and then you were both like
Yeah.
on each other's toes for the second dive, and it was just like I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, they're so close.
It
Yeah.
was like you both took Tia out almost at the same time, healed up, and went right for chaos. And it's like, this is as close as you're gonna see.
Yeah, that was beautiful. If I'm gonna lose, I'd love losing like that, where it's close, it's fun, it's a tough chaos. This has been an absolutely amazing tournament. It's one of the most fun I've ever had in this game. These flag sets were awesome, and I lost to an incredibly good runner. The only thing that I don't regret is having to face spell zap again after your next race.
Oh,
Well, that is true. What is coming up next will be could be a very interesting next round.
lots and lots of pain is coming up next.
Well, it depends because again, Celerio Rex is next for Odoran. Should you beat him, you will face the winner of Spellzap and Woo Bear.
I was gonna say, we're running out of
gosh,
non-pain runners here.
Oh, it's even worse than I thought.
And should you because Odoran is having a great run in this tournament. Say you get past either one of them, you get the honor of facing Shanigan.
Yep.
This whole tournament has like the best runners. It is so much fun. I can't express how thankful I am just to even be here. I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm like the last seated person in this entire thing. Well, how am I here? Jeez.
No, you weren't the last seated. Krelen, come on. Listen, you had a fantastic run as well. You took out Not Young Me. You took out Sorbius. Like you had a great tournament too. There is nothing wrong with that at all. And Clementitis. I think I calmed that race, or I restreamed it, one of the two, because I remember watching it, because that was the unfortunate grind on the thief to find that after the eye came Squint.
Yep. Oh, that was so bad. Everybody in this tournament has been putting in so many hours, especially even like the announcers, everybody, all the runners. This has been a fantastic season. I'm happy to go out like this to such a good runner. It's so much fun. I am appreciative. I'm not sad about losing at all. I put in a very good race.
You did. Neither of you should be ashamed.
No, that Topher gonna Topher, Chaos gonna Chaos, RNG just decided tonight that, you know what? I'm gonna punch you right in the face into oblivion. Like
that was the hardest punch I have ever seen from Chaos.
It's his new Krelen hand.
To a fully armored knight, because I believe you had on that knight the Aegis shield, the dragon armor, a ribbon, and a pro ring, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. I think I had actually swapped over to the power bonk.
You did.
Like, okay, I got to do some damage. And I've never seen Chaos punch that hard, so I thought I'd be fine. I've never seen him punch. It's like okay, anybody that gets punched is going to die, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
So here's the thing: I've pulled the enemy roster out of the ROM. Chaos had a total strength of 103 with a hit percent of 255, 3 hits. The only thing that I have found after scouring the sea that had higher strength than him was the Warmech at 132. So Chaos was brutal. And of course, he also had that Cure 4.
Yep, and that nuke that just took me out. I think, did I get like max rolled nuked? I felt like I took a tremendous amount of damage.
You took a very high nuke roll. That is no question there.
I think
'Cause he
someone
had
mentioned
nuke-
it was like 300 of the maximum 320s. So it's like it was like on the highest part of the scale.
Yep. And he had 2 of them in his he had no abilities. So it was 96 chance instead of 128 he was going to do something. And that was
Ouch.
nuke, quad X, cure 4, stop, nuke, stop, lit 2 and bane.
Or punch. Don't forget punch.
He
Yeah.
could punch.
Ow.
Chat
That's
pointing out that max nuke is 400. That is the highest it can ever get. So you were close to top. It was
Ow.
bad. It was. But I gotta say, that was a run that kept, I'm sure, all the viewers, especially me, especially Maddie, on our seats because it was close at the end. Like it was like, wow, this is gonna be. That could have been a photo finish.
Yeah.
Had Chaos not decided, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, it's okay. I thought I was just gonna give it one more crack at it, just to see, because like I powered up a little bit, went back down, and then I forgot to swap, and it doesn't matter.
Hey, mad respect.
You
for
know,
it.
Yeah, absolutely. I know every single runner has done it at least once or twice. You go down there, you accidentally keep the wrong sword on, and you're like, why am I doing 6 damage?
Yeah,
Ah, damn.
yeah.
The X-Cal's great.
Wow.
Because I swear I thought I saw a hit. I thought I would make it to the 3rd round, and then watching it again, it's like, no, I swung for nothing.
Yep.
For absolutely nothing the first round.
I think you had 4 hits for 9 damage or 4 hits for 50 damage.
Yeah. Masa or the Vorpal would have been a lot better on that fighter. It's okay. It's fine. I'm very happy. And I'm
Krelen, you got. There is no shame in going out to like that. None whatsoever. Again, it was anyone's race. RNG decided. Chaos said no mas, and that's what it came down to.
Yeah, that was like a photo finish. That was beautiful, and I couldn't have lost to a better runner. You got to carry us away. You gotta go for it. You can make it.
You can do it, Odraun. I believe in you.
Oh God.
I'm still looking at these like possible next 3 races, and I don't like any.
Yeah, but Odraun, you remember, we're the same person, so you gotta win for me.
Yeah, and I mean, you're one of my subs. That means you're never punished. So, like,
Odraun must live on.
yeah. You've got
I'll
the
be
power
cheering
of
for
the
you.
commentary behind you. Alright, that said, it's getting late. I kind of want to go to bed. So, any final thoughts from our runners? We'll start with our winner here in Odraun.
I just want to thank you guys for throwing this restream together so quickly and pretty much last minute. And GG's again, Krelen. That was a heck of a race.
That was awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you everyone for this entire tournament. Yeah, like I said, everyone's put in so many hours that they don't have to. This is an amazing place, a great community, and if you haven't tried these randomizers, this is a fantastic and nurturing place, and so many people willing to help. Absolutely a great place to be.
I can double down that. Alright, like I said, I'm tired. I'm still recovering from vertigo. So, Oslo, take us out.
I can do that. As you just heard from Krelen, if you like what you see, if you want to give it a shot, Final Fantasy Randomizer.com. There you will find a link to the randomizer itself, a link to the wiki, which will tell you all about the randomizer, all the blurstings, all the little things you can do, and it gives you a link to the Discord. And hey, what's coming up next? The Duckling Derby. That's right, for all you newer players, all anyone who wants to learn the ropes, you better believe it's coming. The Derby is on. You will get the Duckling Dons giving you the strategies and the tips you need to become a great runner. Once you're done the boot camp, you participate in the Duckling Derby tournament to see who will be crowned 2024's Duckling Supreme. As a recent graduate of the program myself, I can tell you for a fact it will make you into a better runner for sure.
I mean, as a trouble student, I'm really hoping the best for me.
Oh, you'll do fine. You'll do fine. So, on behalf of both of our runners, Odraun, Krelen, on behalf of my co-coms, Maddie, and for our Final Fantasy Randomizer, I am Oslodo, and I will see you in the next round.